Greetings viewers and welcome back to Just Short of Fantastic. I am back here in the park pagoda staring directly into the sun, but this time instead of drinking a hot tea, I've cracked open an ice-cold Peroni. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Spider-Man Far From Home, because the last time I was out here in this park pagoda, I was talking about Avengers Endgame. Spider-Man Far From Home is a direct sequel to Avengers Endgame, so spoiler alert if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame. I just have to say, it is awesome. It's an awesome MCU movie, it's an awesome Spider-Man movie, and it is exactly what I wanted it to be and what I predicted it was going to be in that last video. It is a movie about identity and loss. It picks up right after Endgame, and the world has lost Iron Man. And Peter and a lot of people in Peter's life are saying, like, who's going to be the next Iron Man? Is it going to be you? Is Spider-Man going to become Iron Man? And Peter Parker has personally lost Tony Stark, who was a mentor and something of a father figure to him, and so he's still dealing with this really intimate loss. He has to make a choice. Who is he going to be? Is he going to be a high school kid pursuing his crush, or is he going to be an Avengers level superhero and maybe the next Iron Man? And so for the whole movie, he has to sort of deal with those losses and figure out who he wants to be and who he is going to be. And there were moments in this movie that gave me chills. It's amazing. The cinematography is awesome. The action is really good. Those intimate personal story beats are so amazing. I cried. I mean, don't get me wrong. This movie is not a sad movie. This is a Spider-Man movie. It's not end of the world stuff. It's a high school summer vacation romance movie with some action in it. I love it. I've seen it twice. I love what this does for Spider-Man, especially that mid-credit scene. Oh yeah, obviously it's a Marvel movie. Don't leave until the very end, because there's a mid-credit scene which is awesome, and there's a post-credit scene which is just unbelievable. It's a game changer. It changes everything for the MCU. But that mid-credit scene, it's one of those like, oh no! How's he gonna deal with this? And I'm excited for the next Spider-Man movie. I want the next Spider-Man movie now. But like, I don't even know if there's gonna be another Spider-Man movie, or if it's just gonna be like Spider-Man will be in the next Avengers movie. But we don't even know who the new Avengers are gonna be. Still want Squirrel Girl. Bring in all of these, like, the new faces. Speaking of next generation new faces, a few months ago I read a few articles that there was gonna be an openly trans actor in Spider-Man, and that actor is Zach Barak. And I was really excited. Oh, there's an openly trans actor. He's gonna be in Spider-Man. He's gonna be featured in the new Spider-Man movie. He's gonna be part of it. He's got lines. Okay, yeah, he's got lines. He has 2 lines. One of them is November, and the other one is why are we here? 2 lines. And like, if you didn't know he was trans, it's great that if you didn't know he was trans, you wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, that's a trans person. Is this representation? Basically, is it enough to just say he's there? I don't know. But the individual who runs the YouTube channel Council of Geeks, or the Geek Council, I don't remember exactly, that individual does a lot of really good videos about LGBTQ+ representation in the media. So I'm not going to deal with that because I don't feel qualified. I haven't really done my research on that. But speaking of trans and other issues with big media, Disney is making a live-action Little Mermaid. And the new Ariel has been cast. The young woman's name is Halle Bailey, not to be confused with Halle Berry. And she is an up-and-coming singer and actress. And I don't really know that much about her. I know that she got famous on YouTube, and then Beyonce took her under her wing. I haven't even heard her sing yet, but apparently she's a really good singer, and I'm excited. But the internet is losing their minds, because guess what? Halle Bailey is black. And apparently, these days, if you're not the same race, ethnicity, hair color as your source material, that is an open invitation for fan outrage. And personally, I think that is nuts. I don't understand it. I was doing research unrelated, and I found out that the actor who is portraying Flash Thompson in the new MCU Spider-Man movies, I can't remember his name right now, but he is an American actor of Guatemalan descent, so he's not white. And apparently, when he was cast as Flash Thompson in the MCU, he received hate mail and death threats. And that is nuts! Like, I don't understand how people can get so angry about things. It's great that people are passionate, and people should be passionate, and I love comic books, and I love the MCU, but I don't understand the level of rage and entitlement that would cause someone to send someone else death threats. I just don't get it. I don't understand. But coming back to The Little Mermaid, I love The Little Mermaid. I mean, it is my favorite Disney princess movie of all time. It came out when I was 3. It's the first movie I remember seeing in the theaters, and I love it. And to be honest, as I got older, I started to really connect more with Ariel. I love my girl Ariel because she is a trans icon. I don't know if anyone else has said it, but I've been saying it for a while. She's born as one thing, she wants to become something else, she pursues that, and she succeeds. And if that is not a trans narrative, then I don't know what is. Not only that, but as a Disney princess, she was the first Disney princess to say no to authority figures, to expectations of her, and she is a symbol of rebellion and hope. I mean, think about it this way. Speaking of stories that we deserve, I'm more curious and concerned about the modern updates to the plot. I think this is a perfect opportunity for them to really go for that feminist message, because The Little Mermaid is a very feminist story. It's also, as I said before, a trans story. And I mean, I don't think they'll go that far in 2019. Obviously, people are outraged about a black mermaid. Think how outraged they would be if it was a trans actress. I personally am looking forward to the Little Mermaid story that we'll get 30 years from now when they cast a trans actress as the Little Mermaid. I think that would be fantastic. I know it's probably not going to happen, but a dream is a wish your heart makes. One day. So I hope that the updates to the Little Mermaid story are about a strong female character pursuing what she wants and getting it, no matter what color her hair is or her skin is. But you know who I am more excited about than Ariel? As I get older, I begin to identify more with the villains of Disney stories, and that is no more true than with my girl Ursula. I picked this up when I was on vacation in Hong Kong Disneyland. It's adorable. Poor unfortunate souls, it's sad but true. I am so excited for Ursula. A live action Ursula. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, she's the best. She's my favorite Disney villain. She's great. So, okay, Disney, I hope you're listening, because I think you should have just skipped over the live action Little Mermaid adaptation altogether, and you should have taken the Ursula character down the same route that you took Maleficent with Angelina Jolie. I think you have missed a wonderful opportunity here. Ursula is a dynamic, underrepresented character that the world deserves to know her backstory. You should have taken this character, cast someone phenomenal, I'm thinking Lizzo, and you should have shown the world Ursula's story. Forget the Little Mermaid. Forget Ariel, Sebastian Flounder. Focus on the real star. I think Disney is throwing away a phenomenal opportunity. Who knows? I mean, maybe if The Little Mermaid does well, maybe they will go back and do a Ursula backstory movie. Anything's possible. Disney basically owns and runs the world now, so I bow before my corporate overlords. I worship at the altar of the mouse. But anyway, yeah, this video has been kind of a ramble. There's no real good way to sort of wrap this up, so I'm just gonna say thanks for listening. I really appreciate having this platform to kind of spitball my ideas. And you don't have to agree with me, that's totally cool. But I think we can all agree that you shouldn't send people hate mail or death threats, because who's got time for that? Honestly, there's so many better things to do with your time. Speaking of better things to do with your time, I'm gonna enjoy this beer and read my book, and until next time, stay just short of fantastic.